Today is that video that all booktubers dread and that just floats in the back of your mind for the rest of the year. Today I'm going to talk about how many books I actually own, still on my TBR. Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Brianna and this is 4 Paws on a Book. I make bookish videos over here on my little corner of the internet. So if that's something that you're interested in, make sure that you hit the subscribe button down below. Today it is time to talk about my unread physical TBR, and it is going to be a very, very large number. I am guessing that it's going to be over 250 books. Probably closer to like 280. That's probably a safer guess. And that number is higher than I think it's ever been, so it's starting to get overwhelming. I have the room, I have the space for it, and I like having options when it comes to picking my books. I like having a lot of options, but this is a lot of options, maybe too many. My biggest 2024 goal is definitely to be reducing the size of this TBR. I definitely want to get below 200 by the end of 2024, and if I could get down to around 100, that would be even better, because if I read 200 books in a year, I'm not even, if I did not buy a single book in 2024, I still wouldn't read everything I own, which that's a lot. Which at that point is probably too much, because that doesn't even include my Kindle books, audiobooks, like ARCs, stuff like that. That's just physical books that I own. So I need your help today because I want you to comment down below when you see a book that you really want me to read, that you want me to prioritize. There are cards in my Kerplunk pile of viewer recommend, and when I pick up that card, I will go through this video here, randomize the comments, and pick a book. So I will have very little choice in what I have to read. If that card comes up, it'll be up to you guys. You can do it one of two ways. You can literally do a comment every time that there's a new book. That's fine. I'm okay with like tons of notifications. That actually kind of makes me happy. Totally okay if you want to do that. Or if you want to do one comment with all of the books that you see and then just like hit submit at the end of this video, and then I'll have a little bit more of a choice when those come up. Either way, whatever way you want to do it. I got new lights for my shelves and I didn't even turn them on for the start of this video. That's how terrified I am of this. We're not going to start off at 0 though and work our way up, because I have 3 St. Martin's titles that I am not showing on my channel because of the St. Martin's Press boycott. So in solidarity, I am not showing those titles on my platform until the boycott is over, and I'm also not talking about them. So we're starting at 3. Then I have 24 books, this isn't all of them, that are wrapped. They're for a project. And I'm not going to give you the titles of these because it's a secret project that I'm doing, but just know there's 24 books here. So our starting number is 27. Let's just get into it. His Majesty's Dragon by Naomi Novik, The Warden by Daniel M. Ford, The Name of All Things, The Memory of Souls, The House of Always, and The Discord of Gods by Jen Lyons, Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson, Kashiel's Dart by Jacqueline Carey, Empire of Sand by Tasha Suri. These next ones are all Spiffbo 9, so they will be read in the next couple of months, but we have The Fall Is All There Is by C.M. Kaplan, Arrival Most Vile by R.K. Ashwick, The Wickwire Watch by Jacqueline Hagan, Daughter of the Beast by E.C. Graves, and Master of the Void by Wind Raven. The Empire of Gold and The River of Silver by S.A. Chakrabarty, Blood Over Brighthaven by M.L. Wong, The Archive of the Forgotten and The God of Lost Words by A.J. Hackwith, When Women Were Dragons by Kelly Barnhill, The Witch's Heart by Genevieve Gornichek, Windy Darling by A.C. Wise, The Gospel of Loki by Joanne M. Harris, The Maleficent 7 by Cameron Johnston, Defy the Night by Bridget Kemmerer, Spice Road by Maya Ibrahim, A Study in Drowning by Ava Reed, Masters of Death and One for My Enemy by Olive Blake, The Witch King by Martha Wells, City of Stone and Silence and Siege of Rage and Ruin by Django Wexler, The Midnight Kingdom by Tara Sim, Malice and The Shadow of the Gods by John Gwynn, The Jasmine Throne by Tasha Suri, The Jasad Heir by Sarah Hashim, The Mask of Mirrors by M.A. Carrick, The Bone Shard Daughter by Andrea Stewart, Wild and Wicked Things by Francesca May, The Blood Gift by Annie Davenport, Immortal Longings by Chloe Gong, The Book Eaters by Suni Dean, Murder Your Employer by Robert Holmes, The First Bright Thing by J.R. Dawson, Spine of the Dragon by Kevin J. Anderson, The Ivory Key by Akshaya Raman, Girls of Fate and Fury by Natasha Neon, The Women Could Fly by Megan Giddings, The Starless Crown by James Rollins, The Will of the Many by James Ellington, The Book That Wouldn't Burn by Mark Lawrence, Realm Breaker by Victoria Aveyard, The Bones of Ruin by Sarah Raleigh, Babel by R.F. Kuang, Heart of the Sun Warrior by Sulin Tan. The Final Strife by Sarah El Arafi. Age of Ash by Daniel Abraham. Sons of Darkness by Gaurav Mohanty. Inkblood Sister Scribe by Emma Torres. The Girl in the Stars by Mark Lawrence. Dragonfall by L.R. Lamb. The Change by Kirsten Miller. Spells for Forgetting by Adrienne Young. The Cloisters by Katie Hayes. The Archer at Dawn by Swati Tirthala. Healer of the Water Monster by Brian Young. The Forbidden Library by Jenga Wexler. The Fifth Season, The Obelisk Gate, and The Stone Sky by N.K. Jemisin. Timekeeper and Chainbreaker by Tara Sim. Siege and Storm and Ruin and Rising by Leigh Bardugo. King of Scars and Rule of Wolves by Leigh Bardugo. Little Thieves by Margaret Owen. House of Dragons by Jessica Clueless. Truth in Blue by Mirari Amel. This Vicious Grace by Emily Thede. Scavenge the Stars by Tara Sim. Hotel Magnifique by Emily J. Taylor. City of Stairs by Robert Jackson Bennett. A River Enchanted by Rebecca Ross. Tribe of the Accord by Sean Michael Stone. A Gathering of Shadows and A Conjuring of Light by V.E. Schwab. The Grimrose Girls by Laura Pohl. Curious Tides by Pascal Lassalle. The Ninth Reign by Jen Williams. The Black Coast by Mike Brooks. Red Sister by Mark Lawrence. Untethered Sky by Fonda Lee. The Foxglove King by Hannah Witten. A Kingdom of Flesh and Fire and The Crown of Gilded Bones by Jennifer L. Armentrout. Fall of Wrath and Ruin by Jennifer L. Armentrout. A Taste of Golden Iron by Alexandra Rowland. Powerless by Lauren Roberts. Hunt on Dark Waters by Katie Robert. King of Battle and Blood by Scarlett St. Clair. Rhapsodic and Pestilence by Lauren Thalassa. The Kiss of Deception by Mary E. Pearson. The Ashes and the Star-Cursed King by Carissa Broadbent. Mother of Death and Dawn by Carissa Broadbent. And Slaying the Vampire Conqueror by Carissa Broadbent. Bonded by Thorns by Elizabeth Helen. Accursed Ash by Julie Zantopoulos. Death by Fire by S.C. Muir. Song of the Forever Rains by E.J. Mello. Fear the Flames by Olivia Rose Darling. Furyborn by Claire Legrand. A Crown of Ivy and Glass by Claire Legrand. Wild Things by Laura Kay. Business or Pleasure by Rachel Lynn Solomon. Forget Me Not by Julie Soto. The Nanny by Lana Ferguson. A Song of Sin and Salvation by L.H. Blake. Better Than Fiction by Alexa Martin. Icebreaker and Wildfire by Hannah Grace. Love and Other Flight Delays by Denise Williams. That Summer Feeling by Bridget Morrissey. The Dating Playbook by Farah Rashan. The Other Man by Farad J. Dadi Bourjour. The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston. What You're Gonna Do by Avery Flynn. Wretched, Twisted, and Crossed by Emily McIntyre. Twisted Games and King of Wrath by Anna Huang. Salt Kiss by Sierra Simone. Wicked Villain Shorts by Katie Robert. The Confidence of Wildflowers by Michaela Smeltzer. The Playlist by Morgan Elizabeth. The Rewind by Allison Winscotch. Colty from Luke Off with Love and All Roads Lead Here by Mariana Zapata. Something to Talk About by Meryl Wilsner. Craving by Helen Hart. Lust by Nikki Rome. Irresistible Intern by Eliza Mann. Flawless by Elsie Silver. Breathless in Love. Irresistible in Love. Wild in Love. And Captivating in Love by Bella Andre and Jennifer Scully. She Gets the Girl by Rachel Lippincott and Allison Derrick. It's All in How You Fall by Sarah Henning. Check and Mate by Allie Hazelwood. Happy Place by Emily Henry. Dune by Frank Herbert. Pharaoh the Ninth by Tamsin Muir. Persephone Station by Stina Light. Camp Zero by Michelle Min Sterling. Severance by Ling Mia. The Light Pirate by Lily Brooks Dalton. Annihilation by Jeff Vandermeer. The Mimicking of Known Successes by Malaka Older. Ascension by Nicholas Binge. Starter Villain by John Scalzi. The Memory of Animals by Claire Fuller. The Terraformers by Anna Louise Newitz. The Principle of Moments by Esme Jakem Pearson. The Archive Undying by Emma Makeo Candon. Reset and Preset by Serena Dalhan. The Surviving Sky by Kritika H. Rao. Game Changer by Neil Schusterman. The Memory Librarian and Other Stories of the Dirty Computer by Janelle Monáe. The Future by Naomi Alderman. Yours for the Taking by Gabrielle Korn. Inquisitor, Rise of the Red Blade by Delilah S. Dawson. Shadow of the Sith by Adam Christopher. None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell. Things We Do in the Dark by Jennifer Hillier. Hairpin Bridge by Taylor Adams. My Darling Girl by Jennifer McMahon. The Housemaid by Frida McFadden. What Lies in the Woods by Kate Alice Marshall. Wrong Place, Wrong Time by Jillian McAllister. The Perfect Mother by Amy Malloy. She Started It by Sian Gilbert. One by One by Ruth Ware. The Marsh Queen by Virginia Hartman. If We Were Villains by ML Rio. The Writing Retreat by Julia Bartz. The Favorites by Rosemary Hennigan. The Appeal by Janice Howlett. Alias Emma by Ava Glass. Pines by Blake Crouch. Murder in the Family by Kara Hunter. They Never Learn by Lane Fargo. Never Have I Ever by Jocelyn Jackson. These Things Hidden by Heather Gutenkopf. Doctors and Friends by Kimmery Martin. All My Rage by Saba Tahir. Warrior Girl Unearthed by Angeline Bully. Blackout by various YA authors. Yerba Buena by Nina LaCour. Venko by Cherie Demalian. Songs in Ursa Major by Emma Brody. Winterland by Ray Meadows. An Extraordinary Union by Alyssa Cole. Dread Nation by Justina Ireland. The Night Ship by Jess Kidd. The London Seance Society by Sarah Penner. Atalanta by Jennifer Saint. A Scatter of Light by Melinda Lowe. Low Volume 1, If You'll Have Me by Uni. The Hamlet graphic novel. New Kid by Jerry Craft. The Anthropocene Reviewed by John Green. Forager, Field Notes for Surviving a Family Cult by Michelle Dowd. Why I'm No Longer Talking to White People About Race by Renee Edo Lodge. The Office, The Untold Story of the Greatest Sitcom of the 2000s by Andy Green. Where He Can't Find You, Whispers in the Mist, and Silence in the Shadows by Darcy Coates. The Twisted Dead, The Haunting of Leigh Harker, Quarter to Midnight, and Parasite, all by Darcy Coates. The Merry Spinster, Tales of Everyday Horror by Daniel M. Lavery. Sign Here by Claudia Lux. The Last Housewife by Ashley Winstead. The September House by Carissa Orlando. Mr. Magic by Kirsten White. Everyone in My Family Has Killed Someone by Benjamin Stevenson. Perfectly Nice Neighbors by Kia Abdullah. Cackle by Rachel Harrison. Extasia by Claire Legrand. We Spread by Ian Reid. 11/22/63 by Stephen King. I think that is all of the books. I don't know how many it was. I wasn't keeping track. That's how many books I have unread, physical. It's a lot. It's a lot of books. This took me over an hour to film, so love that for me. Like I said, comment those books down below if you want me to read them, if you want them to be a high priority for me. I have those spots on Kerplunk, and who knows, I might also do some viewer recommend vlogs. If you stayed all the way to the end of the video, please put a book stack emoji, because my office is a mess right now. There's a lot of books. I tried to put them away as I went. It didn't necessarily work. That is all I have for you today. If you're new here and you have not yet subscribed, there's a little button that you can do so down below the video. If you'd like to hang out with me more, the links to my Instagram, Goodreads, Twitter, and my Patreon are linked in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!